What's going on, guys? Ted from Immersion here, and I'm back for the first time in a while with a Kickstarter Spotlight. And this is one that I'm extremely excited about. I was one of the people to back it within the first 2 or 3 hours. Again, in the first 2 or 3 hours, it already blew past its funding goal, and it's over double at the current point. What am I talking about? This is the Midgard Campaign Setting by the folks over at Kobold Press. Kobold Press probably sounds familiar to you. I've talked about them before. They were just on the D&D podcast. Wolfgang Bauer, the kind of CEO, was just on the official D&D podcast last week. But if you've heard of Tome of Beasts or Midgard Heroes, Southland Heroes, Unlikely Heroes, if any of those sound familiar to you, that's these folks. And you might have noticed some stuff in those books, like what is these languages that these characters speak? What is this ghoul empire that they're talking about in Tome of Beasts? What is any of this stuff? If any of that catches your interest, this is the book for you. This is the campaign setting designed around this Midgard game to explain all of that to you. So there's a video right here. I think it does a pretty good job of explaining it, so I'm just going to let it play. It's pretty short. So, sorry, let's try that again.
Kobold Press first brought the world of Midgard to life, a world that began in D&D designer Wolfgang Bauer's own campaign. It's a dark, mysterious setting that starts with European folklore and myths, and goes far beyond it. With kobold street gangs, clockwork magic, vampire princes, and an empire of ghouls, and the Queen of the Shadow Fae broods amid her glittering court. 5 years have passed, and Kobold Press is ready to revisit and update this realm of dark forests and ancient horror, bringing Midgard at last to 5th edition. 5th edition fans will find a sprawling world of fantasy adventure like none they've ever seen before, with a player's book of new magic, new races, plus a campaign book of new Midgard history, expanded secrets, and richer lore. In the west, sanity-blasting alien gods stalk the wastes. In the east, Baba Yaga rides the night. Hoofbeats thunder across the plains. Mirzobek, the vampire princes flex their strength, seizing new land and draining it dry. And in the north, giants and trollkin come with fire and steel to raid.
And that's pretty much it right there, guys, for the video. So let's talk about pledge managing and what kind of is going on with this. So Kobold Press, as you know from Tome of Beasts, they deliver quality content and a lot of it. So the campaign setting is a 300-page volume describing the Midgard regions, the gods, and so on and so forth. This updated edition will get the expanded Blood Kingdom of Morgau, an updated Zobek, Cantids, blah, 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 blah. This book is available in a regular cover and a limited edition cover with a leatherette cover, bookmark, and stamped gold foil, plus a hardbound leather edition. Midgard Heroes Handbook for 5th edition, full details for Midgard races, variants, archetypes, backgrounds, everything you need to play Trollkin, Ravenfolk, Kobolds, and others. Most of these you'll recognize from being in Midgard and Southland Heroes, but I'm assuming this is all of them just compiled into one book. You also get more than a dozen new cleric domains, new weapons and equipment, and deep magic spells and traditions such as clockwork magic and leyline magic. Stretch goals will add even more deep magic to the book, plus expanded races and broader options for existing ones. Midgard players for Pathfinder, I'm not going to read that because I'm a D&D 5e guy, but there's Pathfinder stuff. Deep Magic Standalone, if the Hero's Handbook for 5th edition grows too large for the addition of further deep magic material, we'll split the spells and traditions into separate volumes of the Arcane. If so, the new Divine Domains will remain the Hero's Handbook. Eldritch Lairs, a 5th edition series of short 5th edition adventures, somewhat like the Prepared Collection. If you're familiar, this is just a bunch of 5th edition adventures you can just run. That's by Kobold Press. Starts as a PDF stretch goal and will become a print volume included with premium tiers. Once the collection is big enough, it will be an add-on for basic pledge tiers. Here's a little bit about Midgard and the creation of it, and then stretch goals. So, $19 gets you the PDF of the Hero's Handbook. $40 gets you print and PDF of the Hero's Handbook. $19 gets you the Player's Guide for PDF for Pathfinder. $40 gets you Player's Guide, print and PDF for Pathfinder. $25 gets you the PDF for the campaign setting. $50 gets you the campaign setting, print and PDF, and then $95 will get you the campaign setting, limited edition, and PDF. And there's different combinations, which we'll go through in just a sec. You don't want to go through that now before stretch goals. So we talked about most of those. So for the cheapest you can get here for 5th edition, $40 will get you the campaign setting and the Hero's Handbook, both in PDF format. And then there's mixtures in between, and then for $80 you can get the hardcover, the PDF, the digital map, the Hero's Handbook. So the $80 will get you both print books. There's the special edition hardcover. Then for $130, there's every PDF for both collections. $135 is a special edition for Pathfinder. $145 is the special edition for 5th edition, which has the special cover. For $440, there is the hardcover, hardbound leather edition. There are only 3 left, and the sold out almost right out the gate here is the Red Portal Wizard. You get all of the above, the art prints, the posters, but you also get early access to playtest materials and to be a part of the design discussion. So even you get that for some of the later editions as well. But let's go check out our stretch goals that we've unlocked so far. 20,000, Midgard Campaign Setting is now funded. 25, the Vampire Kingdoms chapter to the hardcover. 30,000, Deep Magic, Ring Magic, added section to the Hero's Handbook. 35, Southlands Heritage, Sword Dancer, and Knolls, added to the Hero's Handbook. 40,000 is a level 4 PDF adventure for the Eldritch Lair. 45, which we have unlocked, they just haven't updated at this point, which is Rovers of the Rotherian Plain. This adds gnomes, new spells, and more to the Hero's Handbook. 50,000, we're going to get Shadow Magic, Traditions, and Spells. 55 is Grimalkin, a Southlands adventure for 3rd to 5th level. And that's where we're at right now. Backer goals at 1,000 backer, the Game Master screen will be unlocked as an add-on. I'm sure this is going to change. This is Kobold Press. They make a ton of quality content. I use a lot of it in a lot of my games. If you watched any of my streams, I'm sure you've seen use of that in one form or another. There's 31 days to go. This is still basically day 1, and they're at 47,000 of their $20,000 goal with only 431 backers. That's why I'm putting this video out like I typically do for these Kickstarter spotlights, to let you guys know my sphere of influence is relatively small, internet-wise, but if I can get at least one more of you guys to go and pick this up, that helps out the folks and all the kobolds over there. It makes me feel good because I'm helping support a product that I like and getting you guys to join in it too. And I'll be honest, I don't think, and maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I've met a single person that picked up Tome of Beasts that has been like, why did I purchase this? This has been a waste of my money. It's 400 new monsters. Yes, the monsters are a little bit themed and thematic towards this Midgard campaign setting. But if you've already got it, now you've got the campaign setting, so you can run them both and don't have to worry about, like, what's trade talk? That's a weird language for a character to have. And you're like, oh, if it translates basically to common, now it doesn't matter. You got it. You have your Book of Lairs, maybe, that you got. You got the pawns printed out, from part of the Tome of Beasts Kickstarter. You can combine all of those together and play a full Midgard campaign, which I, to be completely honest, very well may do. It really depends on timing and things in the future, but I think at the very least a couple of one-shots would be really fun, especially with some of the pre-written adventures. So, I'll be reminding you guys as I do Kickstarter spotlights going forward, and there'll be updates on our social media. But I just want to let you guys know about this. Let me know what you think. Are you going to be picking this up? Have you already backed it? What are your thoughts? What would they need to do to make you back it if you haven't already? I'm really curious. So, anyway, guys, hope you enjoy this video. Hope you have a great rest of your week. Stay warm if you're here on the East Coast, and careful driving. The ice and freezing rain is insane. So, anyway, guys, I'll see you next time.